Hey Guardians, this is my day one blind solo Grasp of Avarice completion. This was completely blind and solo, obviously. Now, I was more focused on doing the dungeon than I was on recording this footage, so unfortunately a large part of the recordings were missed, such as the lead up to this event, or to this boss fight, and unfortunately the entire Fallen encounter with the Fallen shield didn't get recorded, so I apologize about that, but I figured I might as well load this up. I had a pretty interesting loadout, if I do say so myself. What gave me some success here, you can see I'm running Thunder Crash. I have the Curious of the Falling Star exotic chest piece, and then I have Ikelos SMG with an ignition code with blinding grenades, and then Lament. So the general strategy I had here was get the boss to DPS phase, Thunder Crash him, and then with the shield on, I would DPS him with my Lament. Now, I think I meant to have the sword mod on, the passive guard that reduce damage when you're next to enemies, but I don't think I swapped off of Particle Deconstructor, so that's probably something I can fix in other runs. Quick tip, you can grab the Scorch Cannon from underneath the platform if you didn't know. Pretty cool stuff. Yeah, so this one was pretty easy. Just a little tedious, a little longer. Like I said, this is my blind run, so I wasn't super sure of how the best DPS mechanics were. But I was just putting the strategies together. Now, obviously, I've wiped a few times before this, so it's not like this was my first attempt at this boss. But this is the attempt that gave me the kill.
22, and Agadir's gone. I caught him trying to steal from me. Take what's mine. I pushed him down a sinkhole, about 30 meters, and dropped a grenade down after him. It's quiet as a tomb now. Just me and all this loot. And Bismarck. He says we should leave. Says there's a curse. Says this place is changing me. But I know he wants to come back later with some cryptarchs and clean the place out. I'm not falling for his tricks.
Okay, coming up on the Sparrow section of the dungeon. I've wiped a few times here. That's why there used to be that transition there. But I came to find, obviously, always on time, the exotic Sparrow. If you have one, use it. It's the fastest one in the game. And you also take less fire from enemies. You can hit these fuse extensions. I'm not 100% sure if they're exactly needed, every single one. But you'll see the mines have two circles. They have a bigger circle and a smaller circle. And it's my belief that if you drive your Sparrow through both circles, you'll instant cap it. So you can see I don't even slow down. It just automatically captures it. And I'm able to move forward. So I would recommend just going straight forward. You know, let go of your boost if you need to, but really focus on just making it to the end. You'll see I don't jump off my Sparrow or anything to go cap a zone. I just speed right on through it by driving both, or by driving through both the outer circle and the inner circle. Coming up to the end here, I believe I go on the left side just to hit the fuse. And here I go through. I'm holding onto the boost. I'm not really course correcting or anything. Just here we go. Now you'll see here, unfortunately, I way overshot it, and I barely am able to secure the mine, and then I pop my Thunder Crash just to save myself, because you get a shield after you crash in your Thunder Crash. But there's the Sparrow segment. Like I said earlier, guys, unfortunately, I was more focused on beating the dungeon than I was on getting the recording, so I unfortunately forgot to record all of the Fallen Shield segment. But it's pretty easy, you know, really hard to really mess up, you know, unless you forget about your debuff or if you just get murked by ads. But around this time, or around that time rather, is when I put on the Risk Runner, and having Risk Runner equipped during the Fallen Shield, and it's also this part of the boss, it just makes it super easy. You barely take any arc damage from all the Fallen ads. Now, obviously, you want to take out the Shank first. That's R. Matey, if you didn't catch that. His name is R. Matey. I think that's amazing. Take him out. I was using a Scorch Cannon, but in subsequent runs, I also would Thunder Crash him. You can Particle Deconstruct him. Just make sure you target him first, because his sniper shots really hurt, even with Risk Runner on, even with Arc Resist, Sniper Resist. I would focus him down, and then just kill some ads here. I swapped up my loadout just a little bit in order to use Risk Runner. Instead of using Warmind cells, I believe I'm using a Charge with Light build, or the Elemental Well build. But in reality, I'd probably want to keep it Charged with Light, probably High Energy Fire, Protective Light, something like that, and then the Quick Charge mod, because you're getting a lot of kills with your SMG since you're chaining all the damage. But the basic strategy here is to use your Scorch Cannon, get the engrams. Now we know to get all the engrams and dunk at once, but like I said, this was a day one blind run, so I would get a couple engrams, deposit them, get a couple more engrams, deposit them, so on and so forth. So I cut out a giant chunk of this boss fight. You can see I'm at the last damage phase for the video, just because you don't want an hour of me just running around grabbing the engrams, dunking the engrams, grabbing the engrams, dunking the engrams. I just kept it short and simple, and we're just going to watch the final damage run here. So, anyways, yeah, like I said, Risk Runner makes this part super duper easy. I usually will kill all the enemies with Risk Runner, then get the engrams and dunk them. Just makes it so you have less enemies shooting at you when you're playing on a Titan. Obviously, Warlock is much easier. You can just place a well down. And I haven't tried it as Hunter yet, but I have a feeling that I'm going to give it a try soon with the Arc Hunter. And I can see there I Thunder Crash the Shank there. But Arc Hunter with Raiden Flux just sounds fun. I might give it a try. Anyways, I'll let the rest of the video play out. Please like, comment, subscribe, all the YouTube stuff to help my channel grow, guys. If you like content like this, make sure to subscribe. Alright guys, see ya!